Here in 291 to 295, Hector is finishing his somewhat of a prophecy to Aeneas in Aeneas's vision of him as the walls of Troy are crumbling down and Troy is being sacked by the Greeks. He said, Satis, Sat, enough has been given to our country and to Priam. If Pergamum, if Troy, were able to be defended by a right hand or anyone's right hand, it still would have been defended by this one, by this right hand. Troy commends to you, Troy commits to you, offers to you its sacred things and its penates. Take these companions of fate, seek great walls with them, or with these, for these, which you will at last settle with the ocean or the sea having been wandered. So I think there's a lot here to say. Sat is the abbreviated form of satis, and datum is an ellipsis here, datum est. Enough has been given to our fatherland, our country, and to King Priam, its king. And then we have a mixed condition here, and the long story short here is we just want to, even though the tenses don't quite translate correctly, we want to translate them in a way that sounds good in English. So dexter here is ablative, and Pergamum here is the neuter plural, as it almost always is. So if Pergamum were able, that's nothing strange there, the imperfect subjunctive, and then to be defended. So this is the present passive infinitive. And then etiam here, even, yet, still, also, depending on what you think fits best there. It would have been defended, defensa fuissent, or really, as we're used to seeing it, defensa essent. So it's pluperfect passive, but had really doesn't work here. So it would have been defended by this right hand. Troy here is the subject of commendat, so Troy commends, offers, hands over to you its sacred relics, its sacred things, the neuter plural there, and its penates, its household gods. So kape, take, seize these comites of fate, these companions of fate. Quaere, search for, seek great walls for them, for these. So a dative of reference, or maybe even with, ablative of maybe even accompaniment there, although usually that has the kun there. And then the qua is the neuter plural to agree with the wolnera, or the moinia, excuse me. And so the walls which you will establish, you will settle finally with the sea having been wandered. So Aeneas does get a prophecy here from Aeneas, or from Hector's ghost, and Hector tells him, you're going to wander for a while, but eventually, here's the indicative, you will settle them. Finally.